Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 30. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Here's Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that, but 2nd down.
surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Lawrence on first down. It's complete to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Here's White. They set up the screen. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 500, 7-7 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is White on the screen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Fighting, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. 3rd down and 1. Throwing is Wilson. He'll leave this one for White. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flush to his right. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. On first down, Lawrence. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Down the right sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that, potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Lawrence to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, they'll run with White. Oh, able to avoid him. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45. 80 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. They go right back to White here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Johnson, a nice tackle there behind the line of scrimmage. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. There he goes up the right sideline. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Gholston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that was dirty for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. Down the numbers. There he goes. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 11th rushing touchdown of the year and 12th overall. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's got Rome down the left sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Etienne. His way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They go with White on the counter. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Wilson to throw.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson. Quick slant to Otten. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try to get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Wilson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they're in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You have offended my clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm fade down. You pray for distance and guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get